Hey guys, welcome back to Help with Henry. This is the YouTube channel that people come to for constructive life advice. And we are hitting it up again, ledges. Welcome back. Here's another thing I want to talk about. Are you really living the life you want to live? Sometimes, right, I take a step back for a minute and I've got a story for you. I was looking at a job to be a sales advisor for a company that does hydraulic pumps. Now, I have no issue with hydraulic pumps, right? But when I think about my personality and I think about how much energy I've got and I think about what I want to do in my life, I think, do I really want to learn the in-depth knowledge of a hydraulic pump and really go into that deep-rooted, nitty-gritty detail where you know everything? And you just think, like, shit, am I rushing? Like, is this really the life I want? Because it's very easy to get a job, persuade someone to do something, and you're like, don't you worry, I'll work hard for you. And then before you know it, you've become a hydraulic pump specialist. And I mean, is it just me? Or does that sound boring? Does that sound... I looked at the team, and I'm not judging, but I looked at the team and I just thought I'd be the youngest person in there by a mile. And it does just make you think, do what you should do or do what your heart tells you to do, because if you don't, it's going to be a slog. I mean, man, me doing 40 years of hydraulic pumps, I mean, shit. Talk about having a fucking meltdown. Man, I've already got no hair, let alone if I start studying hydraulic pumps for years and years and years. I got energy, man. I got life under my eyes. I got stuff to go ahead. To just think that I'd be sat in an office on the phone talking about hydraulic pumps would be fucking dire, wouldn't it? I mean, shit. I'm not sure what this channel is going to turn into. Maybe we'll just turn this channel into a joke about life because of it, the hardship that goes along with it. I mean, fuck it. If I thought that this was going to be my life, I would have just turned around and said, "Well, count me out. Not this chicken." I wake up thinking I want to inspire millions of people, and then I'm like, but here's the hydraulic pump specialist, and that is the great irony of life, right? I guess if there was a lesson in this, it would be do what you love. If you find something that you enjoy, or if you find something that you want to do, or if you've got an idea that you're holding back from doing, or if you're afraid of taking some risk in life, then just do it. Nike says it best, just do it. Because at the end of the day, if it goes wrong, the worst that can happen is you go and get a job as a hydraulic pump specialist or whatever, or you start... There was another one, and I got nothing against the guys out there that are selling hydraulic pumps. I feel like I've hammered you here. And I got nothing against... I'm going to say another one. Learning the ins and outs of tow bars. I mean, this was another sales job which I was looking at, retail sales advisor, and it's like, you will be educating the pump specialist, and you're like, whoa, okay, big guy, we're going to be doing pumps now, huh? Tow bars now, and you're like, how many tow bars are there? How many different... And I shouldn't take the piss. But you do just think, again, like, what's my life going to be like in 20 years' time if I just do tow bars? Like, wow, tow bars, okay, let's talk about tow bars. It's boring, isn't it? Like, it is boring. There's no way of saying it. Or it's boring for me anyway. And you think about all these jobs that people end up doing, like... like some people just drive around in a big tanker that's got shit in it all day. They do sewage cleaning, and they go to septic tanks and they hoover up a big load of human manure, and they take it from one place to the next. And they do it all day. And I think that the people that just turn up, do this stuff day in, day out. They're the real heroes, I guess. They're the people that are forgotten in society as well. You know, here we are, everyone's celebrating Taylor Swift and, you know, whoever the next celebrity is, or they're ridiculing that person at the top, or they're, you know, praising someone's excellence, or the Queen or the King is giving them an MBE. And then, you know, you got Darren that's done 20 years with a shit tanker, and his wife gives him hell every time he comes home. His kids haven't, you know, he's got to provide for 2 kids on 28 grand a year. He's forever been asked to do overtime with a boss that hates him. And he never gets a break. He never gets a pat on the back. He never gets you know, nobody ever says, "God damn it, Darren, you've done a great job," or Karen for that matter of fact, Darren or Karen. There's no bias here, but you just go, "Wow!" Like, you know, these people do just deserve a massive pat on the back, because I'm not sure what sort of person I'd be if I did 20 years of hydraulic pumps. You know, like, does anyone else want to get excited about life? Does anyone else want to celebrate? Does anyone else want to, you know, go and see things and go and adventure and go and explore new places and work within an interesting industry or do something they get a kick out of? So shit, you know, if you are Darren that has been driving the tanker for 20 years, well done, man. Well done. The sincere pat on the back from me, because you're more of a man than I am. And same goes for you, Karen. If you've done 25 years in hydraulic pump specialists, then, you know, I mean, I could kiss you, because it is just the monotony of life, like the things that people end up doing. And you think about it, you get a job you don't like to pay for a house that you don't live in, and then you get in debt because you're always at short term, you know, wanting to get out of the pain you're in. And, you know, society's built on that. So we live on a very weird planet. It has to be said, we live on a weird planet. Does anyone else think the same? Like, am I just being mad, or does anyone else think, well, shit, you know, he's got a point? Anyway, we'll leave it there, guys. That's the irony of life, and do what you love, find what you love, and do what you love. And if you've got an idea, do it, because you might be scared, but God, on the other side of that idea might be something that you absolutely love. And if there is a chance that you don't like what you're doing right now and you want to go into a new industry, then you should do it, because it's just, life's too short and life is too hard already to put up with something you don't like for the rest of your life. Damn, deep.